This video is about writing ionic compound formula. In this video we will learn how will we write the formula of an ionic compound. First of all, we have to remember that ionic compounds are formed by reaction between metals and non-metals. Metals non-metals. Okay, and the second thing, always remember that ionic compounds are between ions. Ions have charges. Okay, so to make an ionic compound, we have to balance the opposite charges to get neutral compound. Ionic compound are neutral. Okay, these three things are always memorized or consider before writing the ionic compound formula. Now I will move towards how to write ionic compound formula. Aluminum chloride. Okay, the first compound I take is aluminum chloride. Now look at this periodic table. In this periodic table, this staircase is showing the separation of non-metals and metals. Okay, always remember that ionic compound is formed between metals and non-metals. Okay, so in case of aluminum chloride, aluminum is here in the third A group and chlorine or chloride is in the seventh group. Aluminum is metal and chlorine is non. All the elements live in the first A group will have positive 1 charge. All the elements in second A group will have positive 2 charge. Similarly, 3A positive 3 charge and the group 5A with negative 3, 6A with negative 2 and 7A with negative 1. It means by knowing the group numbers we can now the charge is present on the ions. By knowing the group of the respective elements, we can guess the charges present on that element. For example, the fifth A group elements have -3 charge. How can we guess that? To determine the charge, for example, on the nitrogen atom, we always subtract the number of group. The number of group is 5, and we will subtract the number of group from 8. Okay, 8 minus 5 is equal to 3. Similarly, the 6A, let's suppose for the 6A, I take oxygen. I subtract the number of group from 8. The number of group is 6, so it would be 2. And the for elements of 7A group, for example fluorine, I subtract number of group from 8. 8 minus, as the group is 7, so 8 minus 7 is equal to 1. Okay. So in this way we can guess the charges on the ions. Now in the case of aluminum chloride, aluminum is from 3rd A group, Al. Its charge is +3. Okay. And chlorine belongs to group 7A. Its charge is -1. Chlorine contains -1 charge. Now look at the charges. Aluminum contains +3 charge and chlorine -1. Is the charges are balanced? No. There are +3 charge on aluminum and -1 charge on chlorine. We have to balance the positive charge and negative charge. So how can we balance? We can add more chlorine, -1, chlorine -1. It is still -2 charge. I can add one more chlorine ion, -1. Now look, there are -3 charge on the chlorine and +3 on the aluminum. So now the charges are balanced. So how can we write formula? There is one aluminum, okay, and 3 chlorine. So it is aluminum chloride. There is another method to solve this. Aluminum has +3 charge and chlorine has negative 1 charge. To write aluminum chloride formula, just shift the numbers across the elements. The 3 will go here and the 1 comes here. What will be the formula of aluminum chloride? AlCl3. I will not write 1 here as there is nothing is here, so there is 1. And 3 comes here, so I write Cl3. So the chemical formula of aluminum chloride is AlCl3. I take another example. Aluminum oxide. Okay, aluminum oxide. Now look at the periodic table. Aluminum is in the 3rd A group and has positive 3 charge, and oxide and oxygen is the same. It contains negative 2 charge. Okay, aluminum positive 3, Al positive 3 and O negative 2. Okay, now we have to balance the charges. How can I balance the charge? I add 1 more oxygen now it is negative 4, but aluminum contains positive 3, still it is not balanced. I add 1 more aluminum. Okay, now look at the charges. Here is positive 6 on aluminum and negative 4 on oxygen. Still it is not balanced. Now I add 1 more oxygen. Now count the charges. Negative 2, negative 2, negative 2. Now the negative charge is total negative 6. Here aluminum contains positive 3 and the second aluminum atom contains positive 3. It is positive 6. Now the number of charges are balanced. Okay, how will we write the formula? There are 2 aluminum atoms and 3 oxygen atoms. So the ionic formula of the chemical formula of aluminum oxide is Al2O3. The other way to write the chemical formula of aluminum chloride is aluminum positive 3, oxide, oxygen negative 2. Now cross these numbers. Two will be here and the 3, which was the charge of aluminum, will here. So the chemical formula of aluminum oxide is Al2O3. Now I take another example. Lithium oxide. Okay. Look at the periodic table. Lithium belongs to this group, contains positive 1 charge, and oxide or oxygen belongs to 6A group, contains negative 2 charge. Okay. Lithium Li positive 1, oxide negative 2. Okay. Now balance the charges. Oxide contains negative 2 charge and lithium contains positive 1 charge. I will add one more lithium to make it positive 2 charge. Okay. Now the charges are balanced, positive 2 and negative 2. Li2, Li2 and so the chemical formula of lithium oxide is Li2O. The other way to attempt this is lithium positive 1, oxide negative 2. Now interchange these numbers. Li2O1. I will not write the 1. Okay, the formula of lithium oxide is Li2O. I would take more examples. Sodium chloride, also known as common salt. Now look at the periodic table. Sodium belongs to first A group, positive 1 charge, and chloride or chlorine belongs to 7th A group, negative 1 charge. Sodium positive 1 and chloride negative 1. Now look at the charges. These charges are already balanced, positive 1, negative 1. So what would be the formula? NaCl. There is no need to balance because it is already balanced. Okay, simply they will cut and we get the formula NaCl. Similarly, another example, magnesium oxide. Okay. Now look at the periodic table. Magnesium belongs to second A group, contains positive 2 charge, and oxygen belongs to 6A group, contains negative 2 charge. Magnesium positive 2 and oxide negative 2. Again look at the charges, magnesium positive 2 and oxygen negative 2. Both the charges are balanced already. So the formula is MgO. Simply they will cut. Magnesium oxide, the formula is MgO. Potassium nitride. potassium nitride. Okay, now look at the periodic table. Potassium K belongs to first A group. Nitride or nitrogen is the same. Fifth A group contains -3 charge. So potassium K positive 1 charge and nitrogen or nitride -3. Now balance the charges. There is -3 charge and positive 1 charge. I will add 2 more potassium ions. Now the charges are balanced. Positive 1, positive 1, positive 1, positive 3 and -3. So what would be the formula? K3, 1, 2, 3 and potassium nitride. Okay. Remember one thing, that all anions carry IDE at its end. Okay, for example, there was oxygen. So after becoming ion, oxygen is atom. When it becomes anion, mean negative ion, I would call it oxide. Okay. Nitrogen. Atom. After becoming anion, it would be nitride. So the end is replacing with IDE. Fluorine. Atom. Okay. When it will be anion, -1, fluoride. And so on. So it is rememberable always that the anion changes its name after becoming anion. Thank you.